So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, a lot of times men can easily be influenced by a woman's great acting skills and tend to forget the reason that they got the woman in the first place. If you're a man who knows that you only got this woman because you get into the money, then you better always remember that woman is with you to secure the bag. And that doesn't reverse. A woman doesn't get with you to secure the bag and then suddenly decide that, oh no, I think I want to have an authentic, real relationship with him. So you can never buy into well, I really, really like you and I really, really want to be with you. Well, you know for a fact the woman is only with you to get the bag. And here's how you tell. If you honest with yourself and you look at a woman and say, I know I couldn't have got this woman if I didn't have the money and didn't have the fame, then you know that woman is only with you for the bag. Recently, man, somebody sent me a post on Michael Blackson, man, and this chick he been traipsing around with, man, the little bad IG model chick, and he been traipsing around, man, talking about he love her and all that, man. Come to find out, she trapped him with a baby. And this happens a lot to men who are in that situation. And most times these men end up married, a la Scottie Pippen, or one of these other types of guys who end up, in a situation where they're with the woman and they love the woman and the woman is treating them like a dog, man, and the woman was really only with them for the bag. Now, here's the thing. When a woman feels like she can't get a bigger bag than yours, she'll go ahead and lock you down with the marriage. But if a woman feels like there's potentially a bigger bag out there for her, then she'll trap a portion of your bag with child support and then move on in search of the next bag. You have to remember that there are a certain group of women who only deal with men based on what they can extract. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, when we think about scenarios like this, man, it happens all of the time. All of the time. Sometimes we don't even think about it. We don't talk about it because it's just a normal thing in this particular society. When a man becomes successful, that he's going to be able to gravitate toward environments where women that he previously didn't see in person are going to be. Here's the thing. When you have money and you're in that environment, the women in that environment are not looking for love. They're looking for the bag. And a lot of times men forget who they are. They forget that they couldn't get no woman before they got paid. See, you can have such a miserable time in life, not just with women. You can have such a miserable time in life and with women before you get money, that when you get money, you do everything in your power to distance yourself from the reality of your life before you got money. But the reality of it is, that was you. And that still is you. That person you're trying to hide is the foundation you're building your life on right now. So Michael Blackson put himself in a situation where he really thought the woman was going to love him for who he is. Obviously, that's not the case. So her reasoning is that he has internal issues that he needs to work on. Well, of course, we all have those issues. Now, whether we still need to work on them or not is left to be determined. But I think throughout life, we all still end up working on our issues. But here's the thing. Those internal issues are a reality, because when you don't believe you can get a woman without money, the man in you still believes that woman is not with you for you. And so there may be some jealousy issues. We know this. If you have someone that you feel like is out of your league, whether you're a man or a woman, if you have someone who is who you feel is out of your league, then you are gonna be jealous. And if you're out of their league, they're going to be jealous. We know this to be true about relationships. So you got to keep in mind, brothers, that when a woman milks the bag out of you, she has no more use for you. That's why I tell you men all the time, man, you got to put these bras to work. You got to make her earn her way. You got to make her contribute to the process of your progress. If you put her to work, then she don't feel like she leaving with your bag. She feel like she's contributing to something that she need to stay and try to build on. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make it to where her investment into you is so great that her leaving unceremoniously would damage more than it'll benefit. You understand what I'm saying? You have to make leaving you be so detrimental that she at the very least does it in a respectful manner. At least does it in a manner where, well, I hope we can still be friends or whatever. That's how she needs to leave. She doesn't need to leave you in this unceremonious manner and act like, man, you have the issues and all of this right here. The problem is when you will let a woman live in your kingdom that you have built scot-free because she is pretty, then what you are doing is being a simp. And there are many simps like Michael Blackson who have put women in this particular scenario. A woman who had no life before this. Because I'm going to be honest with you. The majority of these IG chicks, man, with all these followers, man, they ain't making no money. The majority of them are. There are some who are making money, but the majority of them ain't getting paper. No, they ain't making celebrity type paper, but they got celebrity type followers. So you meet her, you bring her into your life, man, and you tell her, man, oh, this is just for you. You just let her be a trophy. All she got to do is be on your arm looking good. Well, here's the problem with a woman being on your arm looking good. Eventually, you're going to come to the realization that your money, as much as it may stretch for you in your single life, it's not the same when you're trying to stretch it and take care of a broad that ain't contributing nothing but her good looks and demanding that you provide a lifestyle for her that she didn't have before. Why? Because she's only with you for the bag. She's only with you to extract whatever resources she can. And this is one of the things that guys like this don't understand. They don't seem to understand that if a woman is with you to get money, she's always going to be there to get money. As soon as the money changes, she's going to leave, whether you change it purposely or whether it changes because your career falters. It doesn't matter. If a woman is with you for the money, the moment changes, that woman is creating an exit strategy. And here's the thing about an exit strategy with a woman. She is not going to exit a situation until she has a comparable or better situation to slide into. And that's the reality of it. And here's the thing. This breakup came right after he announced that he was going to clean up his act and run for the presidency of Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally going to run for the presidency of his home country. He's serious about it. And here's the thing you got to understand. If you come into contact with a scallywag don't want you to go legit. It's kind of like to show power the way Tasha didn't want Ghost to go legit. She wanted Ghost to keep taking no penitentiary chances. That's the Ghost she loved. You understand? With the powder and the pistols. That's the Ghost she loved. She didn't want to see him transition. Now, here's the thing about transitioning. This is not a bad thing for Michael Blackson because you can't become president of a country with an IG model as your piece, as your main chick, even as your wife. You can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to represent a country as the leader of that country, then you at the very least have to have a wife that people can respect. Say what you want to about Michelle Obama. You can say what you want to about, her origin, her sexuality, whatever you want to say. But one thing you can't say is that the people didn't respect her. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what you have to have. So this is not necessarily a bad thing for Michael Blackson. What it is something where this chick has gotten pregnant so she can secure his bag. Because here's what she knew, that when he moved into this new life, he wasn't going to be able to take her. Women aren't dumb. Contrary to what you might think, women are smart. A woman knows when a man is going to a realm that she's not going to be a part of. She already knows that before he even, started campaigning good, people going to be like, man, to clean up your act, man, you got to get rid of her. You got to let her go. And let me tell you, if Michael Blackson was slick like me, what he'd do, he'd sit her down and tell her, look, shawty. And he may have done this. I may be wrong about the brother, but I don't know. This is what I would have done. Hey, look, shawty, I'm going to be honest with you. The life I've been living so far, you fit into it perfectly. But I'm about to go into this political realm, and I got to clean up my act. So just to be honest with you, due to your background, being an IG model and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to make you my ex. But here's the thing: I want you to be able to save face, keep moving with your little IG career and all that, right? I want you to keep building your brand and doing that, whatever you're doing over there, with your, with your little, your little side piece followers and all of that. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and announce that you broke up with me. All right? You announce that you broke up with me. And that way you can ride off into the sunset and I can go over here and grab some sympathy points for the people that I want to support my campaign, and we'll do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So all this could be a plan of his. It would be a plan of mine. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this. When a woman wants you for the money, you got to remember she wants you for the money. That's why you got to protect the money. That's why you got to make her earn the money. That's why you got to give her only what she earns and don't give her anything she doesn't earn. This is a real simple premise, but the majority of the time, men with money end up with women who only want them for the money. Now, granted, any woman is going to want you partially for the money. If you see, there's no woman that's going to meet me, man, and not want me partially because she feel like I can provide a certain lifestyle for her because I provided for myself. So that's going to be a part of it. But then there are men who women meet and they only want the bag from, like the guys on Seeking Arrangements. When you're on Seeking Arrangements, man, that woman is making arrangements with you because all she wants from you is the bag. She don't want no relationship. She don't want to build no long term with you. And here's the thing. It's rare that a woman is going to build long term with a trick. And if she does, she always going to view you as a trick. You just going to be the one that she need to lock down because she don't want to let the bag get away. You could be the guy that's giving her $5,000 a month, where the other guys are giving her $1,000 a month. You give a woman $5,000 a month for 3 months, and she's used to getting $1,000 from other dudes. Before you know it, you at the top of her list. And if you take her on a trip or buy her a car, man, I've heard all kinds of things, man, go on that site, man, with men taking care of women. I'm talking about millionaires, multimillionaires, man, buying women cribs and foreign whips and Birkin bags all through the closet, man. Every color red, every style red bottom shoe she want, man. I'm talking about getting her everything she want, and then only to realize that that woman is never going to give you any more than she's giving you because you're already giving her everything for the little piece of her that you're getting. You cannot treat a woman like your wife when she don't even know how to be a good girlfriend. And you cannot give a woman access to the bag unless you got to work enough finger to the bone proving that she deserved 1 penny. The bottom line is, if you're not applying the ism to your dealings with the women in the square world, then you're failing yourself. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.